Hey there guys, Primus Reviews here, and today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Bumblebee movie studio series doesn't have a number, Decepticon Shockwave. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my last video, please make sure to check out my last video. It was the Christmas special, and I really hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you are new, make sure you will like and subscribe. Make sure to turn on post notifications so that way you guys don't miss a single upload. Now, when this guy was announced as a core class, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was really disappointed because we could have gotten a Voyager class of this guy, but instead we got a core class, and I wasn't all for it at all. I really didn't like it, but honestly, in hand, I think they did a great job on creating a core class Shockwave, in my opinion. Again, this could have been a Voyager, but they decided to go with a core class for some strange reason, and yet to this day we still don't have a Voyager class Bumblebee movie Shockwave. So there you go. Now taking a look at the packaging, you do got the nice beautiful image of Shockwave there, really gorgeous image there. You got Studio Series Transformer Bumblebee there. In the front you do got that Decepticon symbol. On the side of the box you do got a beautiful image of Shockwave again. On the back you do get the figure and his alternate mode in 13 steps. So there you guys have that. On the side of the box again you do get a beautiful image of Shockwave there. But other than that, I think that's it for the packaging. So let's take a look at this really small figure. Now bringing little old Shockwave here up close and personal, you can see that the head detail of course looks simply amazing. I think they did do a great job on capturing the essence of how it looked on screen. I think it looks really cool. Do got the nice yellow paint there, a little bit of silver in there. Again, looks really cool. Going down, it does honestly look really cool. I do like the color they went with this. I think they chose the right colors for this guy. Does it need more paint? I believe so. You know, there you got some gray areas here or unpainted plastic there, but honestly it doesn't really bother me that much, as I think the color scheme on this guy looks really cool. But yeah, honestly, I do like this guy. Again, the back on the core class, one of the cleanest I've seen. I'm sorry, but if a core class can do it, and you got people like this that have that backpack, or basically any other studio series that has a big backpack, I cannot respect you anymore, because holy smokes, the back looks simply clean and amazing. Again, you do got that nice detail going down there as well. Honestly, I think they did do a great job with this guy, and just imagine if he was a Voyager, man. Oh man, if only this guy was a Voyager. Now, there is something missing about this guy, and honestly, it doesn't really bother me that much, but I've inspected this guy very thoroughly. I mean, very thoroughly, and I don't see any Decepticon symbol on him at all. I don't know if I'm missing something or I don't know, but I didn't see the Decepticon symbol on him. But it doesn't really bother me, but I mean, there has to be a Decepticon symbol somewhere, you know, maybe down. But this figure did come with one really cool accessory, so let's take a look at that now. Now taking a look at his first and only accessory, here we do have is his arm cannon. Really cool looking arm cannon, in my opinion. I think it does look really cool. Do got that nice purple paint all along the area there, and again that nice silver paint there. Honestly, makes it look really gorgeous. But honestly, it does look really cool. Flip it underneath, you got it pegged there, and honestly a lot of hollow gaps down there, but it is what it is. But honestly, it does look really cool, and it really kind of big boy, if you ask me. But yeah, honestly, really cool. But let's put it on him so that way you guys can see how cool he actually looks with it. Now all you're gonna do is break Shockwave here, and you are gonna see a peg underneath the arm cannon, and his hand already has a hole right there. And very simple, all you're gonna do is simply just plug it in like so, and it's gonna have a really nice grip to it. But once you plug it in, there you have him holding his really freaking cool looking arm cannon. Yep, really small, but honestly looks really cool. I can't lie, I think they did a great job with this guy. I can't really hate on him too much, but again, he is a small figure. Why wasn't he a Voyager? Now again, this figure is a small core class, as core classes are small, so he stands roughly at about a little under 4 inches tall. So yeah, a really small figure. But for some size comparisons, here he is next to Megatron's little companion, Igor. That way you guys can see how that works out there. And yeah, yep, here he is next to Blackout's friend Scorponok. That way you guys can see how that works out as well. And for my last size comparison, here is my previous review, the Premium Edition Optimus Prime. Yep, again, really small figure compared to Optimus Prime. Again, Optimus Prime is a Voyager class, but imagine if Shockwave was a Voyager class, man. Now for some articulation, the head of course is on a really it's a swivel. Yep, his head is on a swivel. His arm can move out, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, and sadly, I'm gonna go to do it on this arm. Sadly, he doesn't have wrist swivel or anything like that, so yeah, kinda sucks, but it is what it is. He doesn't have a waist swivel. Again, sucks, but it is what it is. His leg can move out about that far, and it can move back roughly about that far. He does have a thigh swivel, bend at the knee, and he does have a toe bend, and sadly he doesn't have ankle pivot. So this guy is really limited. Now again, his posability is not the greatest, but what can I expect, man? He is a core class figure, and core classes don't have that much posability. But honestly, the poses you do get this guy into, they do look really cool, and I thank Studio Series for trying. You know, it's a good core class, but again, Voyager. Voyager. Now, what's really cool is this guy can transform. So, and I think it does look really cool. But even though in the movie we did not see him transform at all, I think I am happy that they did involve a transformation. So here is his alternate form. But before I cut to where I show you his alternate form, we are going to have to transform him. This is gonna be my first time transforming him for you guys, so please don't skip, please, man. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we are going to take out the arm cannon piece here, and you are gonna leave that off to the side. Well, that went farther than I thought. We are going to start off with the leg. So what you're going to do is you're going to put Shockwave like this, and you're going to just come here and just do that. Easy. Same thing like the other side. We're going to do that, and we're going to do it like this. Now he looks like if he's doing that. What you do, you're going to bring the toes down here, and you're going to make sure everything clips in just right, like so. So I'll wait for you guys to get here. You guys are there. Alrighty, what we're going to do is we're going to take off these chest piece here, and it's very simple. You're going to lift this part up here, and what you're going to do is you're going to bring it all the way underneath to where you see a hole right there. Simply plug it in like so, and there you guys go. Up next, what you're going to do is there's going to be a hole right there, and there's going to be a peg right there. So got that? And you're simply just going to plug it in like so. Same thing like the first. Hole there, peg there, and just plug it in like so. Make sure everything is nice and neat, and there you guys go. Now what we're going to do is we are going to turn his head 180, and you are going to bring this part up and make sure it is all the way down like so. And this is where the kind of tricky part is. You are going to have to bring his whole hand section here and just bring it up like so, and just do it like that, and make sure these treads are on the bottom. And his biceps do tend to rotate, so you're gonna have to like hold it still and rotate his arm. That way it'll be able to bend like that. And there's gonna be a tab right there, and you're just gonna simply plug it in, and there you guys go. Now you do the same thing on the other side. You're gonna bring his arm here, and you're gonna plug it into that hole right there, and you're just gonna go like that, and you're going to bring in the tank like this, and you're gonna plug it into the hole right there. And once you are done, make sure you align everything's straight, everything's right, and there you guys go. But wait, we are missing one thing: his cannon. So what we're gonna do is you're going to bring this piece down like so. Make sure that this is about 90 degrees, and you're gonna see a hole right there. And you're simply just gonna plug it in to Shockwave's brain. I don't know why it's made like this, but you know, it is what it is. I am not gonna complain. If my figure wants to work, then make sure not to put it in all the way. Camera, you want to focus? Make sure not to put it in all the way, so that way it doesn't get stuck. But once you are done, now you have him with this really cool looking cannon, and there you have him looking really cool. And honestly, Beast Hunters, Transformers Prime Beast Hunters, maybe a little bit, sort of, maybe season 3, maybe. Honestly, it does look really cool. Do got some nice detail there, but honestly, you know, he didn't transform, so I can't complain too much, and I kind of did that wrong a bit. There you go. Now it's all fixed. There you guys go. But honestly, looks really cool. It's something, you know, it does look Cybertronian, so I do have to give him props for that. Not much I can say about this. It does look really cool. Don't get me wrong, it does look really cool, and I have no complaints about it. I just wish this guy was a freaking Voyager. Oh, why is my camera out of focus today? I know he's small, but you gotta bear with me, please! Now, believe me or not, this figure did compress even more. So now he is about roughly 1.5 inches tall, maybe a little bit more than 1.5 inches tall, but yeah, really small. Here he is again next to Igor. Here he is next to Scorponok. You guys can see that there. And here he is next to Big Ol' Prime. Yeah, this guy is small. Again, I do like this really cool figure, don't get me wrong. Again, I just do wish he was a Voyager class, but other than that, it is what it is. Looks really cool. One last thing is this thing does move side to side, so there you guys have that. But I'm going to transform him back into his robot mode, so that way you can have one last look at this, so that way I can get my overall review and my overall grade. So here is his robot mode. To transform him back, what we're going to do is we are going to take this out, of course, once it wants to come up. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this chest piece here and just lift it up like so, and just leave that there for now. And we're going to bring the legs down like so, and bring down the toes as well. Now your figure should look like this. I know, a mess, and it's still a core class. How do they do it? Now what we're going to do is we are going to bring this piece up like this, and we are going to turn his head 180. So this will be his back. So it's going to look like this, and we are going to bring up the chest piece here and make sure everything aligns right, so when it goes in, it clicks really easily and really well. So make sure you bring this piece up all the way up and just plug it in like that. Very easy. Now what we're going to do is we are going to bring down his arms and just fold them. Not fold them, twist them out like so. Same thing like this one. Again, hold the bicep so that way you can twist out his arm. And there you guys go. Now you have him back into his robot mode. And to put back on his arm cannon, you're simply just gonna plug it in like how I showed you in the very beginning. Please, if you have any issues off screen, I don't know why he's having issues now. There we go. Sorry about that. There you guys go. And yeah, now you have him back to his robot mode. So now for my overall review and analysis on this guy. Alright guys, there you go. There you have the Transformer Bumblebee Movie Studio Series. Doesn't have a number. Core class Shockwave. Now, honestly, I do think this figure is really cool, and I think he does look like how he did in the movie, but just really small. And again, I do wish he was a Voyager, but I do kind of like this guy. In person, he does look really cool. Nothing much more to say. Again, really cool. Nice molded detail on there as well. I think they did do a great job with this guy. So for that, I do have to give this figure a solid 8 out of 10. We'll give him an 8 out of 10. Now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to make a chart, as in every class has its own 1 through 10, so that way you don't think that, oh, this figure got an 8 out of 10 while the Stinger got a what was a 7 out of 10. That means this one's better. No. That means in its individual class. So for the core class, this guy does get an 8 out of 10. Now let's talk about his cons. Con number one is going to be that he does the accidental splits whenever you try to pose this guy. Really annoying, not fun at all. I don't like it when figures do that, because then I gotta fiddle around with it and try to find a way to make him stand. And honestly, it does get really annoying, but that's basically it for my first con. The second con is going to be, again, you probably already know, say it with me, lack of posability. I don't know why, but this guy doesn't have a lot of posability, and it's a core class, so I kind of understand there. But again, I do wish Studio Series made their figures a lot more posable, because there are some that are really posable, and then there's some that are supposed to be posable and they're not posable. So it is what it is. But those are basically my cons only about this core class figure. And for my first core class figure, I think it does look really cool. Nothing much more I gotta say about this guy. Really cool looking core class figure. Now, I did pick this guy up at my local Walmart, so if you guys do want a copy for yourself, make sure to check out your local Walmart as well. Or if you guys want, make sure to check out Big Bad Toy Store and TF Source as well for any more Transformers figures you guys do want. But again, sorry I haven't been uploading. I got a little sick, but I'm all better now, and I'm going to try to do my best. I am taking a trip very soon to somewhere, so we'll probably do a little bit of toy hunts there to see what they got. So other than that, I think that's gonna do it here for me, guys. So this has been Primus Reviews. That has been little old freaking Shockwave. So remember to stay calm and keep moving on. So I'll make sure to see you guys on the next one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Who's next? Oh, who said that? You have got to be joking.